Oh, did we start already? Mm, let's see. Into YouTube here. Hey everyone, sorry for the early start. I'm just trying to get this new setup going. Um, so yeah, uh, doesn't seem like we are up yet. No one's here, so that's nice. Um, hey everyone. Um, just a quick question if the stream is working out for everyone right now. I'm using a different setup just for today to see if it runs a little smoothly. Um, that'll be coming up after. But am I moving okay? You're not buffering or anything? Mike, can you hear me at least? Hopefully. Okay, perfect. Um, so yeah. Anyways, how you been doing, Mike? How's everything on the island? I heard you guys are imposing a curfew on the island. Yeah, I have a friend on the island as well. We were just playing a couple games of Risk a couple nights ago, so he ended up mentioning it. That's pretty crazy though that they're gonna be doing that. Um, so yeah, hopefully you're staying safe, man. Um, you know, it's gonna be a tough one for all of us. And that's nice to know. That's good to know. Yeah. Um. So, anyways, I guess I'll run you down with like, yeah. Um. Yeah, pretty much. I. I know how you're feeling. I'm feeling the same way. So, I'm sure everybody's wanting to get back to doing something, right? So, fortunately, I can't do anything other than try and stream this for you guys. So um, hopefully we can all work out at home and get some other people into the gym eventually when this clears up. Hopefully it clears up soon. We still got like 40 minutes, so I'm just gonna play some music in the background while we're waiting. I've been trying to find some royalty-free music, but it hasn't been going well too well, I should say. I'm gonna share this to everyone. So let's go on Facebook first. So I guess I'll just run you down what I'm planning to do today. Since I really don't know the skill levels of anyone joining, we're pretty much just starting off from the basics. So Monday we just did stance and what was it? Stance and 6 basic punches. I'm gonna go over the stance and the punches a little bit again, but we're trying to move more into the combos today. Yeah, with the combos, I was doing some movement last time, just very simple: step forward, step back, or step sideways. Um, so we're gonna try adding that into the 3 combos that we worked. It was the first one was 4-1-2-3. The second one was 3-2-5-4, and the third one was 6-3-2. So we'll try and add just basic movement, not try and make it too difficult. Forward, backwards, and side to side, and then add it into the combos there, and then. Oh no, I've been doing 100 push-ups recently for the last 2 days, so I'm thinking doing that at the end will be pretty nice. Hopefully, my triceps and biceps are killing me though, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to do, but let's pull through it. God, it's so hard to type everyone. Okay, I will be doing please feel free to watch in the background, work along with me, or just eat some chips and beer. Yeah, pretty much. Uh, well, it's 100 each day, so today would be 300. So yeah, um, yeah. I've been doing variations, like five different variations, and so just so I'm not working the same muscles the entire time. So yeah, you can work in with me, or while we do the push-ups, or yeah, um, head out whenever you want. I'm gonna share this one. Is my post not on Facebook? Oh, there it is. Share. As of right now, I do not think so. Um, yeah, no, I don't think so. I haven't talked to Scott about the ABA tournament in the past couple weeks, so who knows? Well, probably he does, but I didn't. It would seem that he's gonna be uh, canceling that one as well. I mean, everything else is being canceled, so I don't see the reason why he would keep it open, just for like safety reasons. So it's not a big deal. Let's see. I guess I have to put a language filter on this. Hmm. Hold on. Yeah. No, we'll see what happens. Oh, I gotta make sure that the other one is still going. Uh, yeah. Uh, Hello everyone. So if you haven't heard by now, I will be doing a live stream, a kickboxing live stream, in about 30 minutes. Feel free to come to my YouTube channel and record. Um, so not record, but watch, and maybe you can work out along with us while we're here. Yeah, I'll be going through the basics. So if you've never done a kickboxing class before, I'm gonna start from the very basics. So don't feel as if you won't get anything out of this. I'm sure you'll get at least one or two things out of this. So the link link will be in the bottom here in this description. Hope to see you all there. You know what? Scott and I were talking about that as well. I'll probably end up doing. It looks like a good idea so far. Um, I'm thinking of maybe doing it on Wednesday and Thursday. That should give me enough time to like move in between other things and be able to do this as well. So we'll see. If people really want to do the jitsu thing together, then yeah, I'd be happy to definitely do that as well. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get more than 2 people in here at one time. Ideally, I'd like somebody else to come help with it, but I don't know if anyone's really comfortable doing that, and it's understandable if they're not, you know. Oh. Okay, so let's get some music going and then okay. So, I'm gonna get started with skipping for about 10 minutes. You don't need to. If you have the space, go ahead. If you don't have the space, don't worry about it. Um, I'll put on some music in the background so you're not just hearing me skip. So, it's, hopefully you like, In Flames, because I've been listening to a couple of their albums recently. Okay. Right. Mike, can you still see everything? All right. Um, Hopefully it doesn't cut out too much when I'm doing this. I'm gonna grab some water and then we'll get started. Yeah. Awesome, perfect. Oh. We still got a couple minutes. Anyways. Oh, where are my notes here? Alright, stance, punches, mechanics. So, what am I movement? Okay. Yeah, man, that stuff I do, the skipping that I do, I split it up into 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is just trying to get my heart rate up. The last 5 minutes is doing 5 different skips for 30 seconds apiece. Trying my best not to stop. By the time you get to like the 5 minute marker, you're already a little tired. But once you go through the first set of skips, you're almost done. Trying to change the rhythm as well is very difficult because you'll go into one skip and then you'll find out that like halfway you won't be in the right rhythm to make your next skip. So it's learning how to do that as well. That's normally how I train cardio for like my jiu-jitsu tournaments. So it's very helpful. I find it very helpful for me. It's nice and easy. It's not. I don't need to go out and run. I'm not a big fan of running, so anything that keeps me indoors and like in one place will be better for me, anyways. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do it. I think there was a professional fighter that did it on his YouTube page as well, on his YouTube channel as well. He said he did 10 minutes of just free skipping, and then the last 5 were doing different skips. So yeah, I'm not there yet, as you can see, but trying to build my way up. Let's see. I think we have everything all set up. couple minutes. Last time we had about 5 people join us. Um, so we'll see how many we get this time. The thing is, it's not showing me how many people are on the stream right now. So I'll have to check it from my app instead, which is a hassle. No, it probably won't be on there. It'll probably be on the YouTube app itself. Oh, well, I can't even see it from my app for some reason. Oh, cool. Perfect. So yeah, we still got a couple minutes, so if you need to get some water and everything, we won't start until 5. I guess I'll just go over the equipment again. If you have hand wraps, you can put them on now. You really won't be needing to, since you might not be hitting anything. If you are going to be hitting something, please wear hand wraps so that you don't scrape off the skin from your knuckles. That can be very annoying. I've done it before, hitting heavy bags, just barehanded. Sucks. It just sucks. So I would suggest getting hand wraps if you're going to be hitting something, or use your boxing gloves if you have them. I actually have 2 different sets. I have these ones, which are made from Vertex, and I'll go grab you a different pair. And then I have these old ones from Everlast. You can see the shape of them. It tends to be just a tiny bit different here. So you can see the difference in padding size. Shape's almost the same. This one has a smaller wrist. The smaller part that goes around the wrist. So yeah, basically any glove is fine, since you're not hitting anything. I really like getting these Fairtex gloves. They just feel so much more comfortable when I'm like trying to clench and stuff. So if you are going to be kickboxing or like going to Thailand to do kickboxing, I would suggest trying to get one of these types of gloves. Fairtex, Thai Smai, they all have some good stuff there on their websites. I would try not to get ones that have a print on them. These ones aren't really printed. What I just mean by printed, they have like some logo design on them, maybe like a snake or something like that. The print will actually end up coming off, and like your gloves will end up looking nasty after a while. So I would try and get just a single color one, nothing too fancy. So you can use them a lot longer. If you're training constantly, that's something you want to think about. If you're gonna be training very sporadically, then go ahead, go for the nicer looking ones if you want. I ain't your mother. Anyways, let's see here. So a rundown of what we did on Monday once again. Um, so because I don't know um, the skill level of everyone watching, because everyone's watching, no one's here with me. So I'm starting from the very basics, going from stance into the 6 basic punches, working into the mechanics of those punches, and then um, stance, punches, mechanics, and then simple combos that you can do with just those six punches. Um, so I'll be going over that again for this stream, just to make sure we hammer it into not only our muscles but our brains as well. Whenever you're training, don't just move for no reason. Meaning, when you throw a punch, you should know what your body is doing while you're throwing the punch. Um, Making sure that you're doing every move correctly and stuff like that. If you're just throwing a punch without really knowing where you're throwing it, what you have to do to throw it properly, you'll never get any better. So you have to actively be engaged in what you're doing. So that just means knowing how your body is moving at every one time, so that if you are in a situation where you might need to punch someone, then you won't need to think about it too much. It'll just be a reaction, and you'll know you're gonna do it properly. Uh, so that's what I try and bring from jujitsu. Um, Making sure I know where I'm going at every single moment, and trying to make sure I know what my opponent's options are. And that's where my jujitsu comes into the kickboxing that I try and do as well. Okay, so almost ready. Before we get started, does anybody have any questions about what we're going to be going over today? Um, Sorry, phone notification. I'll put this on silent so I'm not distracted. There we are. No, okay. Well, let's just get started then. I'm gonna plug in my phone. No. Okay, so let's all stand up and we'll just take a bow. Normally when I take a bow when doing oh no. Oh. Sorry about that. Right. So, let's just get started by taking a bow. So we'll all stand up together. We'll have our hands. Sorry about that. We'll have our hands together. Well, say 1, 2, 3. On 3, we'll just keep put our hands to our head and bow. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Nice. Okay, so if you were with me on Monday, we were just going over stance. Your stance should be your number one concern when you're first starting out. Most people, when I see them training, they're going to be switching stances very often without knowing why. Like they'll throw not like standing in orthodox stance. So that means just standing with my left foot forward, right foot back. I tend to stand with a heavy back foot so I can bounce off my front foot. This allows me to throw keeps very easily, throw really quick front leg kicks easily, and I can switch, I can block either side if I need to. You might, I've talked to different instructors that like having a heavy front foot instead. Having a heavier front foot allows you to actually put more power into your cross, and then you can actually jab in a little bit faster. I can't tell you too many of the details, but by having a heavier front foot, it's not something that I practice very often. So yeah, if you are thinking of having a heavier front foot, just realize that you might need to shift your weight a lot more than I normally do when I'm doing these techniques. My stance should be about shoulder width apart, okay, with a little bend in my leg. My back leg doesn't bend as much, okay, but I'm always ready to move, okay. I shouldn't be planted here. So yeah, if it's southpaw, meaning my left arm is back, my right leg is going to be forward, left arm back, hands up near my face. Okay, so from here, boom, boom. Okay. So, it's great that if you can punch while you're standing still, but there's gonna have to be movement involved. So we'll just do some basic movement exercises. You should have enough space around you where you can just really walk forwards and walk backwards a couple steps, and then ideally you can walk sideways a couple steps, and that should give you a gauge of how big your area should be for practicing. I normally like to do 4 steps across, and then just go into a square like that. But use whatever space you have. So first one, we're just gonna move forward. So normally when we're outside and we're walking like this, just regularly, right? Oh, sorry. Normally when, I'll try and talk a little louder. Normally when we're walking forward and backwards, when we're walking on the street, we walk one leg at a time. One leg goes forward in front of the other. When we're fighting though, you want your leg to actually, your front leg to go first. Your back leg just takes a smaller step so you maintain your stance. Let's go sideways so you can see. So my first step going forward is going to be a big one. Alright, my back leg is going to be a smaller step. Okay, I'll change the angle. Bigger step, smaller step. Okay, so I'm here, big step. Back leg just takes a small step so I maintain my stance. You can see I had to readjust there. So big step, small step, so I can maintain my stance. One more time. Big step, small step, and then I can maintain my stance. Going backwards is the exact same thing, just with the back leg first. So when I'm here, back leg first, front leg smaller, just to maintain my stance. Okay, one more time. Back step, nice and big. Front step, nice and short. Okay, you always want to make sure there's a distance in between your legs. Okay, you should not be stepping back like this in a straight line because you get very wobbly. So always try and have your hips facing forward. Anyways, um, so we'll just do a couple movements of backwards and forwards. Okay, we'll do a couple movements backwards and forwards. We'll do 3 steps forwards and then 3 steps backwards. We'll switch to one. We'll pivot to our right side, my right side, and then we'll do the same thing backwards and forwards 3 times. Switch backwards and forwards 3 times, and we'll do that along. Hopefully, you're able to hear me now. I'll be moving back and forth, so if there's a question you have, please feel free to write it down so I can go over it after. So, first step, backwards and forwards. Get in your stance. Okay. Big step, small step. 1. Again. 2. Again. 3. Okay, now we're going backwards. Ready? Right leg first or your back leg first, whichever one that is. 1, 2, 3. Now you should be at the same space where you started. Okay, so let's turn around. You can pivot by just bringing your back leg. All right. Okay, so now we're going forwards. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, turn again. 1, 2, 3. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So those are very simple forward and backwards movement. Depending on where you want to move, you might want to pivot with different feet. Okay? But the movement stays the same whether you're going backwards and forwards. Okay? So if you're ever trying to move forwards and like you take a step with your opposite leg, you might be doing something wrong. Not wrong, but you might be doing something else. For like beginners, just try and focus on this type of movement. Okay? That way you won't get confused once we actually start going in stance switches to go to lead into other attacks. Okay, so once you're comfortable doing those ones, we'll try working sideways movement. Okay, so sideways movement is actually the exact same as backwards and forwards, just sideways. So if I want to go towards my left side, my left foot is going to take the bigger step. My right leg takes a smaller step. If I want to go towards my right side, my right foot takes a bigger step. Left foot takes a smaller step just to maintain my stance and distancing. Okay, so we'll be doing the same thing. Sideways 3 times, back to the center 3 times. Okay, we're going to turn sideways 3 times, back to the center 3 times. Okay, when you're moving sideways, you might get into the habit of moving like this. So you can see how my hips are lined up, my knees are lined up here. Like I said before, it's very easy to knock someone over like this. Okay, so you actually want to keep a distance. Okay, almost like your legs are going to be on a railroad track along the way. Okay, so we're going to start off with my left side. All right, ready? Let's go. Big step, small step. 1, 2, 3. Right side. 1, 2, 3. Oh, stepped a little too far on that other one. Okay, let's turn. Okay, left side. 1, see. Question. Okay. Um, so, are there any questions before we move on with these steps? These steps are pretty basic, but they're hard to do under duress while someone's punching you and kicking you. They're trying to lead you into making mistakes with your stance. So, um, the more you practice just learning how to move properly, the easier it'll be for you to dodge and also attack off of anything your opponent throws. Um, right. So, uh, no, no questions. Okay. If you have a partner, you can go get your gloves now, and we'll start practicing. We're gonna go over the mechanics of the punches one more time, just to go over it real quick, and then after that, we will. After that, we will. Yeah. After that, we'll go into actually doing combos and stuff like that. Do you plant the front foot down before shifting? Shifting forwards. Do you mean shifting forwards? Depends on what you're trying to do, I would say. I mean, if you're just moving forwards, you don't need to plant your foot. I would say if you're gonna go forwards, you don't really need to put too much weight on that front foot, unless you're taking a bigger step. The bigger the step, the more weight you're gonna have to put just to maintain the balance. Okay. If you're taking just a small step forward, you're not really planting your foot all that much. So, whenever whenever I'm sparring and I'm trying to move forward, I'm keeping my front heel off the ground most likely. It isn't until like I commit into a punch that I want to plant my leg. Sorry, that I want to plant my foot. So that's my answer to that. There are going to be situations where you might want to plant your foot, but everything in fighting tends to be situational. But as long as you know the basic rules for fighting, then you should be fine. Right. So the mechanics behind a punch. Straight punch. I'll do this here for one now. So when I see people punching sometimes, I mentioned that on the last one that people start punching like across their body like this, or like they start punching up or like downwards. Okay, when you're punching, you want to make sure it comes straight from your chin all the way out when you're turning your shoulder, and then comes straight out from your chin. Okay, then straight back in. So that turn of my body is going to make it easier for me to strain my punch. If I'm not turning my body and I'm opening my elbow like this, I'm most likely going to be pushing my punch out. Whereas here, I can do more of a snap. Okay, so that's the idea behind a straight punch on both of them. So they should be coming straight out from your side. You should not be opening up your elbow to throw a straight punch. Okay? The hooks are going to be different because you want to open your elbow first and then turn your body on a hinge. So just to make sure you don't get confused, I would try and do 2, 3, and then 1, 4. That way you get used to actually throwing 2 different punches in a row, because it'll be straight, that's turning your shoulder as you bring your elbow back in, that's going to rotate your other shoulder to come out, as you rotate, you bring your elbow out, and boom, you hit. Um, Uppercuts are the same thing. Normally, I teach uppercuts nice and close with a 90-degree angle in your arm, so that you can hit upwards. Normally, a person's not going to be that close to you, that where you're just going to hit right underneath their chin. You're probably going to hit them flat on the face, or if you're going for the belly, like flat on the belly. So people tend to extend their arms a little bit. That's fine. You just got to remember the mechanics. So the mechanics behind the punch, okay? I mentioned everything starts from the feet, okay? So when I punch, my heel should be off the ground if I'm doing a left straight. As I turn my knee inwards, that brings my shoulder forwards. So I'm not doing this and then throwing my shoulder. It should be at one moment, okay? So go this way. So when I'm here, okay, I'm not doing this and then turning, okay? It should be at one moment, okay? So that when I turn my wrist, my punch comes straight out. Okay, my heel is up, my knee goes inwards. Okay, most of my weight is on my back foot. All right. Now let's throw a right cross. I transfer my weight back onto my front foot. Heel is down. As I do that, I lift my back heel, turn my knee in. That brings my shoulder forward, and then I extend out from my face. Okay, so let's do that one a couple times. Let's do it 3 times. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, hooks. Hooks, same thing. Your legs are going to be doing the exact same thing. It's your arms that are going to have to change. So I'm here, I'm turning inwards, but I got to open my elbow so I can turn inwards. And when I see some people doing the hook, they tend to look at their hand, okay, thinking that's how they're going to get more power. You're actually going to lose sight of your opponent, so you don't want to look at your hand as you're doing this. You want to look at your opponent when you're doing this, okay? I would also try and line up the elbow to your opponent so that when you hit, you're not hitting here, you're hitting through, so you're pointing with your elbow. Okay? Uppercuts. Same sort of idea, but I want to sink down first so that I can use my legs to pop up and get extra power. Same thing. I don't have to reach back for my uppercut. Yes, you can reach back. It's going to be slower. People are going to see it more often if you start reaching back. You're also exposing a lot of your side when you do this. So you can just do it straight from your side. Okay? Let's do the right side. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? So, like I said, most likely you're going to be extending your punch out, so you won't have that 90-degree angle. That's okay. It's more important that you transfer the power with your hips. Okay? Small people like me, maybe we can't generate a lot of power with just our mass, so we have to use proper technique. So it's very important that you practice this over and over and over again so you get it right. So we'll just practice those ones. The combos that we practice on Monday is going to be, the first one is going to be 1, 2, 3, simple 3-punch combo. The next combo will be a little bit harder. It'll be 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 5, 4. Right? Yeah, 3, 2, 5, 4. And then the third combo will be 6, 6, 3, 2. Okay, so I'm saying numbers right now. So if you don't know the numbers, I'll be gladly to explain it as we go along. So because there are 6 basic punches, that means each punch is numbered. When I say 1, that just means lead jab. Okay, so this 1, 1, 1. Okay, if I switch my stance, my left hand is no longer a 1. Okay, it's a 2. Alright, so my 1 is actually my right hand in this situation when my right leg is forward. Okay, so that you can work it out from there. If you're in orthodox, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? We're gonna go through all the punches in sequence 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Keep your hands up, move around, get reset. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? 3 more times. Once again, move around, get reset. You can move around and just listen to what I'm saying. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Last one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Once you can sorry. Once you can do the punches stationary and maintain your balance nice and easily, and you're able to shift your weight from foot to foot when you're punching, you can start adding movement. I would try and first just make sure you know the punches stationary. Okay, because once you start adding movement, everything's going to be exceptionally harder, because now you have to think about your weight distribution a lot more as you're moving. So how do we add movement into our combos? Okay, maybe I'm too far away from my opponent and my jab's not reaching. So I'll take a step forward. Okay, we'll actually take 2 steps forward to maintain my stance, and we'll throw 1, 2, 3. Okay, get reset. My opponent is too far away from me, I step forward. Okay, big step, small step. 1, 2, 3. Okay, back again, reset. Big step, small step. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Okay, so we'll be doing that we'll be doing that 4 times. I'll be doing that 4 times so you guys can see different angles from that. And then we'll add different types of movement throughout this. Before we move on, are there any questions? Yeah, this is weird. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't look like there are any questions. So we're just gonna move forward, throw 1, 2, 3, and then get back into our original spot. So ready? Move forward. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Step back. Get into your stance. Ready? Move forward. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. So that's easy, okay, because we moved forward and then we were planted with our strikes. This time we're gonna move forward and strike at the same time. So what does that mean? That means one step, one punch. Okay? One step, one punch. Alright? So there's a couple different ways you can do this. One, you can step and then turn your body to throw your punch, or you can turn your knee in the air so that you land with your punch. Okay? I'm going to be showing both variations so you guys can get the sense of what it looks like. Okay? So once again, we'll be doing the same combo, 1, 2, 3. Our 1 and 2 are going to be on our punches, on our steps, sorry. So 1 step forward, 2 step forward, and then 3 stationary. Okay? So 1, open, boom, 2, and then 3 is stationary. Okay? Just to keep it easy. If you weren't getting the first part, just the stationary part, please don't move on to this one. Alright, so we can just practice. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do it with the step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot the step on that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I forgot to step forward on my back leg with that one. Anyways, so that's basic movement that you can add into your combos. Okay, so let's try and do the same movement with a harder combo. So this next combo is going to be 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 5, 4. Okay, so what's our 3? 3 is your lead hook. For me, that's my left hand. If you're southpaw, that's going to be your right hand. Okay, so it's going to be 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 5, 4. Yeah, 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 3, 3, 2, 5, 4. Okay. First, oh, did someone say something? Okay, yeah, so 3, 2, 5, 4. All right, let's do it stationary a couple times. We'll do it 5 times stationary, and then we'll move on to adding the movement. Okay, so stationary, ready? 1. Sorry, ready? 3, 2, 5, 4. Again. Sorry. 3, 2, 5, 4. Again. 3, 2, 5, 4. One more time. 3, 2, 5, 4. Okay? Once again. Now we're going to add the movement. If the movement is too hard, please try and stay stationary before you throw your punches. So how are we going to do it this time? So 3 stepping forward, 3, 2 stepping forward, just like we did on our first combo, and then 5, 4 are going to be stationary. 5, 4. Okay, once again, step forward, heel off the ground so you can twist. Mike Chan, the question about how much weight you need to put on your front foot. For this one, you're not going to put a lot of weight, because if you try and shift with a lot of weight on on your front foot, gonna put a lot of pressure on your knee. So when I'm here, I'm trying to stay on my toe when I'm throwing this one as fast as I can. Okay, so 3, 2, 5, 4. Once again, get reset. 3, 2, 5, 4. Once again, get reset. 3, 2, 5, 4. Okay? So, let's do that a couple times. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 5, 4. Again. 3, 2, 5, 4. I forgot that back step again. Alright? One more time. 3, 2, 5, 4. Okay? So, we'll do it 4 more times and then I'll spin around so you guys see different angles. Ready? 3, 2, 5, 4. Forgot this step. Ready? 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 5, 4. Ready? 3, 2, 5, 4. Okay? Make sure your hands always come back to your face. If you need to touch your face, please do it. It's very important. Alright? So, we've mostly done forwards and backwards movement. So, for this next combo, let's go side to side. Okay? So, the combo for this one is going to be 6, 3, 2. Alright? So, what's our 6? 6 is our back uppercut. Okay? 3, left hook. Well, for me, it's left hook. And then 2, cross. Okay? So let's do it stationary a couple times and then we'll move on to doing it, we'll move on to doing it with steps involved. Okay? So let's do it stationary 5 times and then we'll move on. Ready? 6, 6, 3, 2. 6, 3, 2. Once again, 6, 3, 2. Once again, 6, 3, 2. Again, 6, 3, 2. Last time, 6, 3, 2. Okay, good job. So, what if we add that movement? Okay, so what if I want to take a step sideways? Okay, let's go 6. Okay, let's go stepping right side to make it easy. Uppercut, 3, 2. Okay, back again, step to the side. Uppercut, 3, 2. One more time, step to the side. Okay, I'm not just taking one step and then throwing my punch from here. You gotta take both steps. 3, 2. Okay, left side. Okay, let's do it one more time. 6, 3, 2. Okay? So, that sideways movement can be a little tricky, especially if you're shadow boxing, because one, you don't have a reference to really attack, meaning you don't have a target, so you don't know where your feet are supposed to be placed. If you're at home, try and pick some point on like a wall where you know you're gonna be. Yeah, just try and pick some place on the wall where you know you're always going to be focused on that. Right now, I'm trying to focus on just the camera, so you'll see me shifting a little bit. That's only one, just to make sure you guys can see me, and also that I'm keeping my stance correctly. Okay, so once again, we'll do this 4 times with sideways movement. Okay, first 2 times are going to be with my right side. Okay, last 2 times are going to be moving towards my left side. Okay, ready? And let's go. 6, 3, 2. Ready? Reset. Go. 6, 3, 2. Okay. Turn. Ready? Go. 6, 3, 2. Ready? Go. 6, 3, 2. Ready? Turn. Ready? Go. 6, 3, 2. Ready? Moving this side. Go. 6, 3, 2. One more time. Ready? 6, 3, 2. Ready? Go. 6, 3, 2. Okay. So those are just some basic movements that you can add into your combos. If you're brand new, just start off with like forwards and backwards movement. Once you get the forwards and backwards movement down packed, I would say try and add sideways movement. Try and make your combos easy at the when you're first starting. Okay, it does you no good trying to think about too many things at one time. Um, just build up step by step. So yeah, I think this will be a good time to take a break, and then ideally, if you have a partner, we're gonna be you can pad your partner. I'm gonna be hitting the heavy bag over here, as you can see, and yeah, you can just do some shadow boxing. If you don't know how to shadow box, just practice the combos that we did today. You can go back to the previous stream I did on Monday. It's on my YouTube channel as well. So you can see what a deeper dive into like going into the strikes. As I mentioned before, I'm trying to build this up from the very bottom, so that anyone that sees this will have at least some basic knowledge of how to punch and how to move. Okay, once you know that basic knowledge, everything else can be stacked on top. Okay, it's always good to build a nice foundation. Anyways, right, so I'm gonna get some water, and you guys can just get some water as well, eat some chips, get something to eat, and I'll leave you with some of my favorite music. Let's see here. I've been liking this one recently. Nice. Okay, so yeah. So for the next one, we are going to, well, one, I'm going to be hitting the heavy bag up here. Um, you can follow along and just do some shadow boxing. If you have a partner, um, you can have a partner pad you. If you have hand pads, that'd be great. But if you don't have hand pads, hand 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 pads, hand pads, hand pads. Okay, you can use your boxing gloves. Um, Try and use this part, like the palm part, to catch your partner's punches. Or if you don't have either of those, you can just, excuse me, you can just catch the person's punch in the palm of your hand. Try and get them to punch at the base of your hand, not up here, not up on your fingers, because any sort of, yeah, you'll just end up breaking your fingers that way. So try and catch here at the base of your wrist. All right. Um, oh, sorry, I just got a message. Oh, hello, Manuel. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, we're gonna be doing three rounds of this. Actually, 3, 6, 9, 12. Actually, we got enough time for. Uh, yeah, let's just do 3 rounds. Keep it nice and light, and then that way we can go into our cool down, and then our stretches, and then if you guys want to follow along with the 100 push-up challenge with me, feel free, but it won't be part of today. Okay. Um, I should have put on the timer before I put on my gloves. Anyways, let's see here. Okay, that should be a good angle. Let's move everything out the way, and let's put on some music so I don't go crazy here. So you can practice the combos we've done this week, or you can come up with your own. It's up to you. So let's do this together. Ready? Go. Nice. We'll take 1 minute breath. We'll take 15 seconds of break and then keep going. Ready? Let's go. Two, 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 5, 4. Much of a push. Woo. Okay. If you didn't notice, the timer didn't reset, so pause that one. Take a little bit of a break. Try and catch your breath. One thing I didn't mention on this stream is breathing. Breathing is very important, of course, but you want to try and breathe out as you're throwing your strike, so that as you're returning your hand, you're breathing in naturally. It can be very tough to do under duress, but the more you practice it during training, the easier it'll be to think about it. Well, not think about it. Okay, cool. Last one. Almost done. Okay, good job. So, let's grab some water and then we'll finish off with some stretches and exercises. If you have any questions, feel free to write them down, and then I'll try and answer them as we're doing these stretches and everything. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. Oh. Oh. Okay, no questions. All right, so let's just start off with some. Let's just do some. We did static stretching on Monday, so let's do some dynamic stretches today. I'll be using a wall. You guys can use a wall, or I'm gonna be using the heavy bag up there. But you can do this up against the wall. I'll show you. And then, yeah, so let's do some just arm hugs. So try and bring your arms as wide out as possible. Okay, trying to collapse your shoulders and really open up your chest as big as possible. Not trying to like bend backwards either, just trying to stay nice and straight. And then just hug yourself here. Yeah. Do that a couple times. My shoulders are actually pretty tight because I've been doing push-ups most of the day. If you guys also have like a rad roller, I would suggest rolling out your muscles as well. I use it at home a lot on my lower back and a lot on my shins, forearms, and feet. I would suggest you guys check it, try and look for one. It's been very helpful for me, and I'm sure it'll be very helpful for you. Next one. So just standing straight like always, and then we're just gonna do big banzai and then back down. Okay, ready? Do this a couple times. I'm already feeling it in my shoulders. Okay, good. Next one, we'll just do lunges, forwards, multi-directional. First, we'll start off with our right leg, stepping forward. Okay, step forward, I'm gonna lunge down, come back, step sideways, lunge down, come back, step backwards, lunge down, come back. Okay, and then if I want to, I guess I can step this way or this way. Okay, we'll just focus on one side. Okay, so one more time, forwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, forwards, sideways, backwards. Oh, I lost my balance there. Okay, let's do left side then. Forwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, forwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, forwards. Okay, good. Next one, we'll just do leg swings. You can do this one up against the wall. I got the heavy bag here, so it's going to be very easy for me to do it. So let's do sideways, like this. Okay? Place your hands on the wall, one foot down, and then try and open your leg as high as possible. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's do the other leg 10 times. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Okay. Go. Kicking motion. Alright. If you're up against the wall, I would put your planted leg on the ground. That hand is going to be on the wall, and then you're just going to kick forwards and backwards. Okay, I'll change the angle so you can see what's going on with my legs here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Other side. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Oh, lost my balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good job. Well, let's do some hip mobility stuff. Okay, this one you can do just flat on the ground here. So you're going to be in this sort of position, okay, just like you're sitting down. Your legs are not going to be shoulder width apart. They're going to be actually a little bit wider for this because we're actually going to turn our bodies. I try and keep my heels in the same position the other time. So all I'm doing is just shifting my weight and going like this. Okay? Shift my weight. And I try not to line up my heel with my knee, and then my shin goes down to my other heel. If you find yourself shifting, that's okay. It's not too important about the shift in your body. It's more important that you're able to do these as smoothly as possible. Okay. I'll do a different angle so you guys can see. Because no one's here, I don't know what your flexibility is like. So if I'm doing something that you find is difficult for you, or like you're feeling a lot of pain doing it, please try and go super easy. If you feel like you can't do this type of movement, okay, don't worry about it. Just try and bring your knees to the ground instead, like this. Okay. Your other knee can stay up. Okay. For me, I'm pretty flexible, so I can put both my knees on the ground without too much trouble. Okay. Alright. Next one, we'll just have our feet together. Pull them in nice and tight. Okay, back straight. You can use your hands to push down on your knees. Okay. I like doing small pumps when I do this. If you can't use your hands, maybe your knees are up here and like you can't reach that high, you can use your elbows. Alright? Just do whatever you can, don't worry. Okay, forwards. Hands on the ground. Okay, this one is actually the same position. Your hands are just gonna be on the ground. You're not trying to stretch out. You're just bringing your elbows down towards the mat. This really opens up your hips quite wide. So if you're feeling a lot of pain just doing this, okay, I wouldn't suggest moving on to these ones. And let's do our wrists. Okay, hands flat on the ground. Um, wrists right underneath your shoulders. Okay, and then we're just gonna move forwards and then backwards to ease off on the pressure. If you can't put that much pressure on your wrist, um, bring your knees in closer so that you have more control of the weight going forward over top of your fingertips. Right? The farther back you have your knees, okay, the more weight that you're gonna put on your wrist when you do this. Okay, so if you don't want to put a lot of weight on your wrist, bring your knees closer. Okay. Okay, let's go side to side. Okay. Same idea, but now our fingertips are going to be outwards. All right. Same thing, going backwards and forwards. Okay, let's go side to side. Nice, and if you can, fingers all the way in towards you, backwards and forwards. Yeah, needs to go side to side as well. Nice. Cool. Um, yeah, that's gonna be end of the that'll be the end of the kickboxing portion of the stream. I want to thank you all for joining me today again. Um, it's been last week was a little rough for me just because one, I didn't have any place to train. For me, I lose a lot of motivation once I know I can't do any of the training that I want, and the training keeps me away from getting into my bad habits that I use jiu-jitsu and martial arts to get away from. So um, it was a very tough week for me last week, just with all that going on. Um, so just being able to do this has been a great relief of stress for me. Just one, because I have the option to come here and train whenever I want. But also, I also want to help you guys still stay in shape and also keep motivated, because I know being being at home just all the time without really going anywhere can be very demoralizing, and it's very tough on like the mental aspect of like who you are, because you're just, even though it's your home, like you feel locked into it. So um, so yeah, hopefully this will help relieve some of your stress as well. And yeah, that'll be the end for the kickboxing portion. If you guys want to stick around, to join me, I'll be doing 100 push-ups again. This is the third day in a row that I've been doing them, so my shoulders are absolutely killing me right now. But, well, I just gotta suck it up and do it. Maybe I'll end up doing this for an entire year, I don't know. Maybe I'll end up doing it for a month, but for now, I'm just gonna take it one day at a time and then 100 push-ups at a time. Once again, thank you, Mike. It was good talking to you before the stream started. Mike Chan, I'm surprised you were in the stream as well, Manuela. Hello. Hopefully you all learned something, and if you didn't learn anything, hopefully you just got a good workout in. So yeah. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, feel free. I'm going to be doing 100 push-ups. So, well, now's the perfect time to get started. So once you guys can listen to music and watch me, regret the decision I put upon myself. Let's put on something a little upbeat so it doesn't. What's upbeat? What's upbeat? Oh, I know. Okay. So let's just start off with regular push-ups. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. As if I knew that we were losing. I never asked what you were thinking. You forgive, I keep forgetting. That's the easy part. 90. 90 minutes. No, it's just 10 more. Let's go. 10 more of these ones. Ready? Let's go. Okay. Oh, different variation. These ones really these ones really hurt. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. Oh, come on. You just got 10 more. Let's go. Let's go. You can do this. You can do it. You can do it. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah. Ah. How many is that? Is that 50? Oh, great. Halfway. Ah. Ah. Catch my breath. Okay, let's go. 10 more. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. How many is that? 60? Oh, great. Oh, the hard part's over. Oh, elevated push-ups. Oh my god. Ten. Oh, come on. The easy part. The easy part. Oh my god. How many is that? No, you only have 20 left. Oh my god, sorry. And I left the hardest one. Oh my god. Hey. Oh my god. Come on, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. Come on, let's 10. Come on. One, two. Oh my god. That arm's so weak. Come on. Oh my god. You know what I had at home? Oh, I had some cookies at home. Just think about the cookies. Cookies. Think about the cookies. Oh, chocolate chip. Oh, macadamia nuts. Triple chocolate. Oh, double chocolate. Chocolate macadamia nuts. One more. Oh, one more. Oh my god. Oh, I should have started out with these ones. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Ah. So, hopefully you guys made it farther than I did. Time for me to start cleaning up. Thanks for joining me. Come back on Friday to go over everything this week, the Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, so come back on Friday. We're gonna be adding more movement into the combos, and yeah, hopefully we get a good workout in as well. Anyways, I gotta go clean up. I'll see you guys some other day. Bye bye.